Hi, I'm Jill Fraser. I've been a miniaturist for over 30 years, and I started this YouTube channel to share my work with you and to show you some of the things that I do and how I do them, and to show you how I meet some of the challenges that I find in my workshop from day to day. So I hope you enjoy this video. Hi. Well, today it was a bit difficult because we were in the middle of this huge storm, a lot of wind and a lot of gale force winds and rain everywhere, and people have been ringing up to see how we are, including the access people that helped my mother, and to make sure we had food and water. So it's pretty grim out there today. And so I've done little things today because I didn't feel like doing all my cutting for my wood because I needed my garage door open to do that. So I concentrated on making my little distillery in the whiskey box, and I'm getting there. I've still got quite a bit to do, but I've made my stills and I've made some components for the stills. I'll get Roger to focus in there. And my little men. Now, I painted my little men. They've got tartan pants on, just so you know they're Scotsman, and he's got a sporran. And so these whiskey stills are heated by a little fire underneath, so you have to have a stoker that keeps the fires going, so I think that's his job. And this little chap up at the top is a foreman, and he's got his tartan pants on as well. And he's just checking on the quality of the whiskey. And so it's all about building a little story. I have to hook up my components yet and do a few more bits and pieces, and cut some more barrels. And perhaps a little chap, a little boy that has to run around doing stuff like cart coal and cart bits and pieces. So the story's growing. It's a little story, but it's getting bigger. And the other thing I was working on today was the thinking behind doing the shutters. Now I just have to take a pause and go and get what I was working on. I'll be back in a minute. So I'm back again. So I just brought you to another part of the garage, and so I built up a little jig so that when I'm doing my shutters, I've got 4 to do. They'll all be the same size, and they'll also hold these in the right place. I'll just make sure those are the sanded ones. And so when I drill the hole in the middle, I'm going to be drilling it through a guide on the side so that it goes exactly where it's supposed to go. And then when I come to do the side piece, I can do the same thing with the side piece. So the hole is always going to be in the same place, because remembering that I'll have a stile coming down here, and a nail would go through the middle and through the middle of the slat. So I have to be really accurate about it, and this is why I've made a start. It's not finished yet, but I've made a start on building a jig. And I would advise anybody who's doing a whole lot of things like window frames or doors or anything that you're doing quite a few of, to make these jigs, because they are a lot easier. They make life a lot easier. And that will be when I come to use my very thin drill, which is a very small drill. And I only want a little pin, so I don't want heavy nails. I'll get that in the right place. I'll have this drill hole drilled through there, and it'll come out where it's supposed to be. And I'll do that for all of the ones along the length of the window. So I thought I would make you a little step-by-step progress on making those shutters, and then at the end of it I'll do a worksheet which will be available to my channel members. So I think that that covers all that, and tomorrow I'll probably be back doing the big stuff if the weather's fine enough, and I'll finish off my little men's distillery. So I shall see you then. I'd just like to finish with a quick reminder for those of you who haven't looked at the channel membership yet. It does give you full access to my digital magazine and all the back issues and any other little extras that I throw your way. So please have a look.